Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you my top 5 maps in Black Ops 2 Zombies. If you agree or disagree with any of my opinions, please respectfully let me know in the comment section below. Leave your top 5, leave your favorites. Yet again, this is just my opinion, so if you have a different opinion, that's just how it is. It's just an opinion, it's just taste in maps. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing. I'd really appreciate the support. At number 5, I have a bit of an underrated map, and that's Nuketown. Because Nuketown is fun, because we get to, finally play zombies on Nuketown, which is a multiplayer map that we've played a million times. And I understand that to the, casual players, the perks falling in is not the best. That's why I feel this map is not casual friendly, but who it's perfect for is those players that are trying to bridge themselves from casual to being, a little higher level. Because then you get taught that sometimes you don't get jugged for a while, you have to survive without it, or you have to survive without pack-a-punching until round 20. Also, it was the first map that we got these mechanics where you had to wait for things to fall in. It's really cool. Also, we got to use some weapons like the M27. Oh, I love the M27. I'm a big SMG guy over AR because I'm a more mobility-based person. That's why Stamina was my favorite perk of all time. But I mean, the M27 just looks so good. Sounds so good. Dude, such a clean reload. I love that weapon so much. It is a harder map, but I actually think that does get it some points because it's not ridiculous. It's not like World at War Verrückt. It's not just, whoa, too much. You can set your goal at round 50 and you're probably not going to get it your first try. It might take you quite a few tries, but yet again, round 50 doesn't take forever to go to. And round 50 is a very good round on this map. So you don't have to play for 6, 8, 10 hours to get to a good round. Because any map that's not a survival map, so we'll just say Mob of the Dead or Origins, or we'll go to BO3, any of the BO3 maps, round 100 is the standard. But these survival maps, round 50 is the standard. I think Nuketown is underrated. I understand that it's annoying. I really do understand it, because sometimes you wait till 20 to get Jug. And then Jug falls in the worst spot possible. It's in that little corner to the right side of Yellow House, and you're like, shit. If I go down, how am I going to fight my way over there? And then even to get it, I have to back myself in a corner. I still kind of like the perk falling in mechanic. It's a fun, different thing. I like maps to just do different things that aren't too overly annoying. It's kind of annoying, but it's not horrible. It's just a good bridge map to really focus on skills. Because also the training area is pretty tight. The spawns in this map are sporadic, so you actually have to learn about spawn control. At number 4, I have Buried. I don't know what I want to say about this map. I don't like it, but I don't not like it. I just think there's some problems that kind of annoy me. First off, this map feels like absolute shit if you don't have the paralyzer. If you don't have the paralyzer, you can't hop over that little area next to that first box location to go to the witch's house. If you don't have the paralyzer, the maze sucks. Also, all the buildables, for me, take away from the map, because the whole strategy is literally get a turbine, get the subsurface resonator, sit in a corner, and let the buildables kill. In the new games like BO3, BO4, yes, you're running circles with dead wire. Or yes, you camp in a corner with a healing salvo. But at least you're the one doing it. You're really just sitting there watching the subsurface resonator go boom, boom, and you're just sitting there staring at it. And also the bank, in my opinion, I know you don't have to use it, but it's just like Gobblegums in BO3. You're gonna give it to me. I might as well use it because it makes my game easier so I can go for a higher round easier. But I'd rather it not be in the game. I think the Paralyzer is a cool weapon though. It's very interesting because it's actually a wonder weapon that, yeah, it does kill, but at a certain point, it's early 70s, it stops killing. So it's more of a finesse weapon. You have to know how to move with it instead of actually shoot with it. I think Leroy, well, aka Arthur, but we always call him Leroy, such a fun addition to the map. I think he's a really cool mechanic. He's a very interesting way that you have to strategize how you're gonna play. You're shit, I only get to open one door this round, and there's 3 places I really want to go. I wish there was a way to control where he was, because when you're training and he just crosses paths with you and you're I don't want to shoot him, but I don't want him here. And I had to bite the bullet. I have to just shoot him. I wish you could literally just click up on your D-pad, and wherever you're looking, this little blue circle would spawn and he just stands there until you command him to come to you. I think Buried is one of the coolest settings we've ever had. You're literally in this underground cowboy town. It's so sick setting wise. Yet again, I think if you're going to ask me the epitome of an average map for me, dead middle C tier, I think Buried is one of the first maps that comes to mind. And at number 3, I know this feels wrong putting this above Buried, but it's Town. I get Buried added a bunch of things, and Town is just part of Transit that they just put perks on, but Town's so much fun. Town is just a good map. Same thing with Nuketown. Round 50 on Town is the standard. You have to learn how to train in tight areas. You have to learn how to dodge zombies, lava, weird spawns. You have to learn how to control the spawns. You have to learn how to play without a wonder weapon that just demolishes zombies, because yet again, it's Ray Gun and Ray Gun Mark II tradeouts, which gets annoying, but you're limited. My favorite thing about Town is how quick you go from round 1 to set up. The spawns are slow, yes, but literally, my thing on Town is open the jug door, buy the MP5, buy all my perks, and then you hit the box for the ray gun, and then boom, you're set up. It's just that quick. So from point A, which is the start of round 1, to training over wherever you're training or camping, it's so quick. And yet again, round 50 is the standard. So if you're really trying to get better at zombies, let's say your highest round on Town's 31 and you're trying to get to 50, you can just blast through attempts so quick. The only thing I really despise about Town is the lava and exploding zombies. I think it's so annoying. Yes, I understand that it's necessary for the lava cracks and all that for the storyline. I get it. Actually, it's not necessary because you could just take out the lava cracks and then just have the lava pool by Pack-a-Punch. But I get why they are there. It makes sense storyline wise. But I want one of you in the comments to literally tell me that you think the lava on BO2 added a good mechanic to the game. Someone tell me with a straight face. I know someone's gonna say it and they're gonna be joking. There's no way someone actually thinks that lava cracks are a good mechanic. But either way, such a fun map to play. I've always enjoyed Town. It's a perfect casual map, and it has that aspect that Nuketown had where it's like, you really want to learn how to get better at the game. Town is a really good place to start. And then my top 2 maps are maps that I've talked about to no end. I'll keep it relatively brief, but I'll still explain a bit. Number 2, Mob of the Dead, my 3rd favorite map of all time. Banger setting. Alcatraz, so cool. The Wonder Weapon, the Blundergat, is so cool. With the Acid Gat, the Vitriolic Withering is really fun. I usually, never keep the base Blundergat and Pack-a-Punch it into the Sweeper, obviously. The Hell's Retriever, awesome. Easy to get. The Hell's Redeemer, not that hard of an upgrade. My only 2 gripes with this map are, 1, the Afterlife system can get boring, because, it's like, every game I load in, I just have to spend, like, my first 90% of the first 10 rounds, like 90% of the time, I'm in Afterlife mode zapping shit. Then the other thing is when you're refueling the plane, why do you have to get all 5 canisters? I wish one would spawn at one of the 5 locations. So, there's 5 locations. I wish it was random. One gas tank would spawn at one of the 5. A green light shoots into the sky. So you go, oh, look at the docks. I gotta go grab that gas can. I'm good to go. I do think the high rounds on this map are boring. If you're played Mob of the Dead past 50, you know how boring the cafeteria acid trap strategy is. High rounds get boring, but holy shit, Mob of the Dead high rounds are horrible. Because yet again, there's no dog rounds, so you don't get that quick round to kind of just reset your mental. Be like, thank goodness I had that 30-second round. Okay, now I gotta go back and play another 8-minute round. Overall, elite map. S tier, my 3rd favorite map of all time. Which obviously in this list, number 1, Origins. I love Origins. It's my favorite map of all time. The stabs are great. It's a great co-op map. It's a great solo map. The only annoying thing about Origins is the mud, because I hate, you have to get stamina up on this map, but once you buy stamina up, you actually just revert closer to normal movement speed instead of the extra speed and sprint you get from stamina up. I hate that. I get it. I love the Panzer. Yet again, Panzer round 8 is the most infamous round in Call of Duty Zombies history. It is so much fun. You have to prepare for the Panzer. You have to coordinate the entire beginning of your game around the Panzer. It's another one of those maps where you don't have to play to 100 to get a good round. Round 50 on Origins is very respectable. I'd say on Origins round 75 is the standard, because anything past 75 you really have to start messing with drop cycles and ammo problems. And that's kind of where the higher level gameplay and understanding of the game comes in, which is why I'd say Origins the standard is 75, and I like that. And when I say the standard, don't get discouraged. I'm not saying if you can't get to 75 you suck. You know how round 100 is such a big goal on every map. We all know this. Think of any BO3 map. Round 100 is that round where everyone's good game, man. That was a hell of a game you had there. On BO2 Town and Nuketown, round 50 is that. And then on Origins, I feel 75 is that kind of standard. So it's not if you haven't gotten to 75, you're bad. It's gun for 75. Keep improving at the game until you can kind of get to that 75. And once you get that 75, you get that giant hell yeah, dude. A hell of a game. Like, good job. You're really improving at the game. So that's what I mean when I say standard of a map. I don't mean like you have to be at this point. I'm talking like if you hit this point, pat yourself on the back pretty hard. But yet again, Origins, I just think has the best balance of Easter egg, because it's not that bad of an Easter egg. It's like 90% of it's just building the staves. The best storyline Easter egg, easily, like by a mile. It's the good balance of casual, challenging, because it does have a steep learning curve, but it's not like insanely steep where you're just not going to be able to play the map unless you know how to build all the staves. Like, you can function perfectly fine with just pack a bunch of weapons like the Mauser. Also, co-op. It's just such a good balance of everything. The setting is amazing. But anyway, that's my top 5 BO2 maps. Let me know what you agree and disagree with in the comment section below. Let me know your top 5. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And I'll catch you in the next one.